Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry it's been so long since I've posted. I've just been very busy, but I did want to start a series where I showed you guys tutorials of how I make all of my animal rings. So I've got all of these beaded rings. I've got a bear ring, like this one here. We've got a frog ring, and I've already got a tutorial for that one there. I've also got some chick rings, so I've got these two here and then that one over there. I've got a wolf ring here and then a rabbit ring here, and then this butterfly I've already got a tutorial for as well. So I'm going to start this series and you guys just comment below which one you want me to make next. But today I think I'm going to start off by making the rabbit ring. So I'll show you a tutorial for that one and then comment which ones you want me to make next time. So let's get started. So for this ring, I do want to show you a tutorial using some bigger beads because these small ones, it might be just a bit hard to show you what I'm doing. So if you wanted to make it yourself, I would recommend using the smaller beads, but otherwise I'm going to be using these beads here because they're just a bit easier to see what I'm doing so you guys can follow along. But yes, I would usually do it with the smaller ones. Alrighty, so all you'll need to make this ring is some nylon cord. You'll need 1 pink bead, 2 black beads, and then 17 white beads. You'll also need some cutting pliers just to cut the excess wire at the end when you're done the ring. So the first thing you want to do is take 7 of your white beads and you want to thread them on one side of the nylon cord. So there's 6 and 7. Okay, so once you've put the 7 white beads on your thread, you want to take both ends. It makes it a bit easier if you keep them together. And then on one of the ends, you want to put 1 black bead and then 1 white bead. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the other end of the cord and we're going to go back through those 2 beads. So going the opposite way that we just came, but with the other end of the cord. So just like that, it's creating sort of like an X, and then you can just pull it tight like I've done here. Alright, so now you just want to take your left piece of string, so the part that's coming out of the black bead, and you just want to go back through these 2 white beads here, just like I'm doing in the video. And then you can pull it tight, and then it sort of like pinches the 2 beads together to create the ear, just like this. And then using that same piece of thread that you just went through, so using the same end that you just went through those 2 beads, you want to go back through the white and the black beads, only the white and black ones, just so that it makes the next step a bit easier. So just like that, and then you can just pull both ends tight, and it'll pull the ear together, just like this. Alright, so now that we've got both ends coming out of either side of the beads, we're just going to take one of the sides, so I'm going to take the right side, and we're going to thread 1 pink bead on the cord, just like this, and then we're going to take 1 white bead as well, just like I'm doing here. And then you can use the other end of the string and you just want to go back through those 2 beads. So going back through, similar to what we did before, creating that X, and then you can just pull it tight, and then it's sort of added a little layer, and there's our nose. Alrighty, so moving on, we're going to take our right end and then we're going to take 1 white bead and thread it on the cord, and then 1 black bead and then thread that one on as well. Then you can take your other end of the cord and then just go back through those 2 beads, just like what we did before, pulling it tight. And there is our other eye. So the next thing that we want to do is take the end where the black bead is coming out of, and you just want to thread the rest of the white beads onto that end. So there should be 7 white beads left to thread on, and I'm just going to speed it up a little bit for you guys here, and there's 7. So once you've got those ones on, you want to take the other end and you just want to go back through those last 2 white beads that you threaded on that string and then pull it tight, just like that. And as you guys can see, it's created like a little circle on the end. So what we're going to do is take the left piece of string, so the piece coming out from the left side, and just go back through that black and that white bead, just like I'm doing here in the video. Pull that one through. Just got stuck there. And then you just want to go back through the 2 white beads again, just so that we can start on the band. So back through those 2 white beads, and then you can pull with both ends super tight, and it should form the bunny. So pulling it tight, and there is the face of the bunny all done. So now we can just start working on the band, and then we are almost finished. And for the band, we just want to take both our ends, thread on 2 of your color that you're going to do, so I'm doing orange, and then go back through those 2 beads with the other end. So it's similar to what we've just been doing while we've been making the bunny, but this is just a lot more repetitive. You just continue doing that step where you thread the 2 beads on and then go back through with the other end. So yeah, it'll create a sort of like chain or like a band so that the ring can fit on your finger. So I'm going to do it a couple more times just to show you guys, and then I will speed it up. So taking the 2 ends, putting 2 of the beads of the color that you want the band to be on your string, and then going back through. And it doesn't matter which end that you put the 2 beads on initially. As long as you go back through with the other end, it should turn out the same. So going 2 beads on the cord, and then back through with the other end, and then pulling it tight. So now I'm just going to go and do that until I have a long chain of orange beads, and then I will be back to show you guys what I've done. Alright, so I've just gone and repeated that step until I have a long chain of orange beads, and you can check if it's long enough by just wrapping it around your finger. So I'm going to do that. I'll wrap it around my finger, and if it lines up, then you know that it's you've got enough. If it doesn't, you can add more. If you've done too many, you can just easily take them off. Then the next step, you're going to take one end. So I'm going to take the right end, and then I'm going to go back through the first 2 beads that I added onto the bunny. So going through those first 2, it didn't actually go through the second bead, so I just went through one, and then I just went through the second one like separately so that it went through both of them. Pulled that one tight, and then as you can see here, it's a little bit tangled. You can just untangle that, and then you take the other end, so the left end of your string coming out from the orange beads, and then you want to go back through those 2 beads, but you want to go through the opposite way, so going towards the right. So going through those same beads that you just threaded the right end through. So going through there, and then as you can see, it's coming out the other end. And then you just want to take both ends and you just want to pull, and it should turn into a ring. So I'm just untangling a couple bits here before I pull it tight. And then once I pull it, it's turned into a bunny ring. Now I'm also going to show you guys how to tie it off so that it doesn't, you can't really see the string. So what I'm going to do is go with the right end, and I'm going to go through 2 of the orange beads just so that they come out in the same spot, and so that the knot isn't obvious. And then you can just go and make a couple knots. So just those simple knots that you use when you're doing your shoelaces. So I did, I think, around 3 here. I don't like to do, you definitely have to do more than 1. I like to do more than 2 just to make it a bit more secure. But yeah, so 3 is usually how many I do. pulling it super tight, and then you can just cut off the excess using those cutting pliers that I showed you at the beginning. Or you can use scissors if you don't have cutting pliers. Super easy, and there you have your ring. So yeah, I really hope you guys liked this tutorial. It's such a cute ring, and especially with Easter coming up, it would be a great gift. But you guys can use any colors you want. For the band, I like to use orange because it reminds me of a carrot, and bunnies eat carrots. But that is the smaller beads. So usually I would use the smaller beads. I just use the larger ones just because it's a little bit easier to show you guys. But whatever you guys prefer. And yeah, if you guys want me to make the other tutorials for the other rings that I showed you, just comment below which ones you want me to make. But otherwise, I really hope you guys found this tutorial easy. It would really help if you guys could like and subscribe to my channel. But thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.